Look at that boy go. Okay, that's the highest setting, just for reference. I want to say I do love this unit. I have had another tall, like a similar size unit like this, and the output was similar. This actually is quieter, and that's the max setting. That's once you get. I would recommend this. Okay, there's use cases because for these type of humidifiers, but for this price, for what it does, and for what you should be using it for, it's perfect. It's absolutely awesome. So let's see. Let's do there. Go to the lowest setting. So it's going to slow down, and I guess you should see that part of it to tell. I'm going to get to it. There we go. There's the second one, right? Yep. And then there's max. That's a lot. Okay, you don't want these anywhere near your carpet, or let's say your cloth couch, or your anything that's like a really like a thicker material, cottony or fabric material, because it'll just soak into that. And you definitely want it to have like a some spray. And like, okay, also for example, keep it away from electronics. You don't want it just dust in your. So I wouldn't actually have it here. I just have it here for the light. But that's just for use case, guys. I absolutely love it. For me, I use it for my grow room, for plants. And I like that, these units kind of all standard. They have like the same, ability to turn off the screen, which is perfect for me because I don't want the plants to have light at night. Still have the same humidity control. The light is kind of cool. It's a really heavy blue light. It's a really stylish light, I guess. If you want this for looks purposes, but for and I don't even think this unit does market it as like some kind of disinfecting light. But there's other units out there that say, oh, it's a UV light. Well, just forget that, guys. There's no light that they're putting in these things that can actually deal with growth. And actually, blue light will make things grow. Anyway, so just so you know, for a use case for these though, is it's not for an entire house, guys. None of these at this level or lower is for a house, for a whole house in the winter. And I'm talking about, let's say, if you're I'm in Pennsylvania. This is spring now, but so it's already really humid. So I wouldn't really necessarily be using this. I was using it a lot in the winter, and for my grow room. But your whole house heater will if you ever see the output on a thing, it'll be feet wide of 10, 15 of these, you know what I'm saying? So for a whole house, but for a single room, yes, any single room, these kind of units will work. That's a lot of output, okay? It'll be more than enough for a single room or for a studio or something like that. So, but it's not for a whole house. I don't want anybody get one of these thinking, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna fight the heater that's pulling off 10 times as much. No, so this is for arid environments, Arizona. I was living there. This would be perfect to get your humidity up, and in a large apartment or a small house. You're not fighting any kind of heater, anything that's taking away constantly just what's naturally the natural air. The timer goes up to 12 hours. I've seen some smaller units with 24-hour capacity, but I've never needed to use a timer. Really, if you so 12 hours is enough for me, and I've never needed to use a timer for grow room purposes or for whole room purposes or whatever. So I don't use the remote either, guys. I just lose those things. So I like having it's nice, easy buttons, a nice, simple screen. I mean, that's clean looking. I mean, obviously, it's a little dirty for me because I use this thing a lot, but in a grow room space. But it's super quiet. Okay, and here's the thing too. I really like. So I mean, there's your humidity and temp meter. But what I like about this too is that the pump, I have another unit that doesn't have this quick disconnect, waterproof. So if the pump goes out, you don't need to cut wires. You just need to replace the pump, and then you just cut. What you kind of have to. Maybe the pump already comes with an end like that, so it's super easy. But it gives you the the connectors already, so you yourself could make a quick disconnect for it, or you can extend the length of that wire and the pump distance or whatever, and use a separate bottom. Like I also use like a big tub, to have like tons of capacity. So this is cool. If, it gives you options. So it's quality. The price is great. It seriously, for I have pets too. Like, and they breathe easier with the humidity up, and so this is for you, your pets, and your plants, guys. I really like this one versus the other ones I've had.
Love this item very much. It works awesome. I keep it running 24 hours a day, and my house always has great humidity. I recommend it highly. This is my second purchase, so I have more than one in my house. Highly recommend.
Okay, with me. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Open and shut.
Volcano. Touch. Volcano. Blow. Lava.